Good evening, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Discworld Noir, and we are back. And it's late night. You could say it's dark, noir, bleh, black. And the last time, what? So yeah, we found out that Regin is some dwarf who is the lost companion of Count von Uberwald, and we have to find him and also have to find a hiding spot for Ilsa and two conquerors, which is probably in the palace of the patrician. All right, let's play the game. Where's Regin? So yeah, we just got the picture. So let's go ask. Maybe go to Patrician's palace first. Ask about Regin. Do we have
I'm
other
back. I've got a few more
new
questions.
like options? Conversational options, I mean.
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
I don't know him. Me neither.
Okay. Let's see. Notebook. Do we have anything new here? Oh, what was this? No contacts and snipers. Sapphire. I guess we don't really have.
Do you know any?
Do we?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we have to ask.
See you around.
So I guess. Oh yeah, let's go to Luton's office. At some point, there should be a note from Sapphire, but she's probably gonna get killed or something.
Come to persecute. The man's got. Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean.
Alright. No
That's
use.
all.
Can we go? Here is Sapphire. Alright, cosmetics.
Sapphire had a collection of troll cosmetics, a granite filing stone, some colored sand, and various bottles. It all looked like junk to me. Sapphire had a
Mirror.
The mirror was a sad indictment of Sapphire's misconception that there was something glamorous about her job. What do you know? I can see my face in the mirror.
So I can't see his face in the mirror. He's a vampire. That's why we are friends with Sam. Alright, let's see. Can we do it this? The Monday case, yes. Azil.
The reflection of Azil looked like 3 Jisa, even more meaningless.
Then maybe not. Three Giza. Is the game crashing? Yes, the game crashed. Okay. That's interesting. Like, because usually when it crashes, it's because of a cutscene or something. Yes, this is probably the right place. But yeah, we didn't really lose any progress. I guess I still sort of want to go to the parrot. I guess, like, at least to look at this, like,
Sapphire
in
had
case it matters. I doubt it does.
The mirror.
And also use the 3 Jesus still there, in case it actually.
The reflection of us even.
Yeah. And let's see, are we gonna crash again? Nope, not this time. Yeah,
Still here? Not from.
this guy might know about
I showed
Reagan.
Reagan's picture to the first mate, and he
Yeah.
recognized it.
Yes, I think that was the dwarf who pulled up in a carriage shortly after we docked. I think he collected some of the cargo, too.
Do you remember which way he went?
He drove away upwards at high speed. I wouldn't be surprised if he caused an accident somewhere down the line.
Okay, so what is that? Reagan's
The
carriage.
first mate of the Milka had seen Reagan heading hubwards at high speed in a carriage. I needed to find out where he was going. Can you tell me anything about the carriage the dwarf was driving?
I'm sorry, I can't remember. My memory isn't very good. I need things to jog it.
Would a crowbar work?
That's not what I meant.
Okay. How about money? I don't think that's what it
I
means.
suppressed the earth. I would.
Okay, no.
Well, safe if that.
Okay, but we got a clue now. Hub words. So this would be in the way. I guess we should go back here.
Come to persecute a man. 3 nights ago, Reagan left the wharf in Ankh, heading hubwards in a carriage. Did you see him? You asked too many questions to be. That's all. Always.
I guess I'm gonna save already since we crashed once already today. So since we've accomplished something, I guess he might there might be a police report or watch report.
I need your help.
The carriage.
Well, okay, I suppose.
And we can try
I'm
this
looking
too.
for a dwarf named Reagan. He's been missing. Missing? What kind of missing? Missing for a few hours, missing person, missing in the shades? Help me out here, will you? Missing person, I guess. How long's he been missing? 3 days. 3 days? You've got to be kidding. That barely counts as a hangover in more pork, let alone a missing person case. How long would he have to be missing then? I'd say at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Of course, it'd depend on who he was. If the patrician went missing for 3 hours, it'd warrant an investigation. Justice for some, eh?
Alright.
Did anyone report a speeding carriage 3 days ago? Funny you should ask that. Sergeant Colon was almost run down by a carriage 3 days ago. He's been going on about it ever since. Says we ought to have speed limits for carriages. How would you tell what speed a carriage was going? Well, a watchman's instincts are never wrong. You could always go for a more preventative approach. Like what? Well, you could ban carriages altogether. Yeah, that'd work. Hey, you could go one step further. You could ban people from Ankh-Morpork, and then there'd be no crime at all.
I like the way he thinks.
Well, there'd still be the trolls and the dwarfs, and the gargoyles, and the gnomes, and the undead and the golems. Of course, the golems don't make much crime, and the gargoyles' only crime is avicide. And it's not like we're short of pigeons. But the trolls and the dwarfs, well, I mean, they make as much crime as any of the humans, maybe even more. It's no fun when it's this easy. Like shooting fish at a barrel. Eh? Never mind. About this carriage the other night. Where did Colon see it? I think he said it was headed for the Magdalen Bridge. It wasn't much of a lead, but at least it was something. Usually you could only get a lead out of Nobby with a scalpel.
Nice new location. Alright, let's go see.
Yeah. The Magdalen Bridge was one of 10 bridges that linked the city of Ankh to the city of Morpork. It was an unremarkable structure, most famous for the number of suicides it attracted. The trouble with trying to drown yourself in the Ankh is that you're more likely to break a leg falling onto the thick crust of the river than actually come near any water. Still, if you were heavy enough, you could eventually sink into the depths. I can think of nicer ways to go, though, and much quicker ones, too. Something had clearly lost control on the bridge. Something with wheels. Beyond that, it was difficult to say. I wasn't about to scrape the marks off the bridge. The railings had been damaged. There was no telling when they'd become damaged, though. It wasn't as if I came this way every day. I doubt many people did. I wasn't strong enough to bend the railings back into shape, and frankly, what would be the point?
Fabric. But where are you going? I don't think I have to go like this.
Some fabric had caught on the railings of the bridge.
And we have to show it to either Carlotta or the Count.
I'd found some fabric caught on the railings of the Magdalen Bridge. It was distinctive enough that I hoped someone would recognize it. The River Ankh. Probably the only river in the universe on which you could chalk the outline of a corpse. I'd already had to dive on. Besides, well, if it wasn't for the fact that it moves faster than the surrounding land...
Is there anything else? Don't think so. I wonder, like, if he ran, you know, his carriage went down there, maybe his body is still there too. We need a rope or something to go down, I guess. Yeah, I really don't see anything else. Okay, let's go here.
I see Sir has returned.
Sir,
Who would...
Let's ask him about this.
do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Mind telling me what it is?
Sir seems to have mistaken me for someone who wishes to help him in his inquiries.
Alright, alright. I guess the
Is
Count.
the Count receiving gifts?
No, but he will see you.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Go on.
I found someone who saw Reagan's carriage the other night.
Just let me know when you found Reagan.
Do you recognize this fabric?
Yes, it's familiar. Yes, I remember. It's from the carriage. I liked the carriage. Do you know where it is?
From Reagan's carriage?
Yes, from the canopy.
That's what I thought.
Okay. But how does that help us? Well, we know he's down there, then, or
I'll be
he
back later.
I look.
plummeted down there.
I see...
Is Carlotta?
Alas, no. What a shame that Sir's trip has been... Perhaps Sir would like...
Tell her I called by.
Why, my loins stir. Sir... But Sir has barely had the chance to irreparably damage the...
Let's do another save. Whatever. Saturnalia is right next to it. And we are crashing again, it seems. Well, I'm glad I just saved. I'm really glad I saved. Let's see if these people know anything about the carriage.
Can we talk, or do I have to... Business waken. 3 nights ago, Reagan left the... Did you see him? That means nothing.
Okay.
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph? Sure, that's Reagan. You know him? He's a regular here at Saturnalia. He doesn't gamble much, but when he does, he wins. The rest of the time, he hangs around in the crowd. Who does he talk to? Hey, I don't spy on the customers. Why not? I have to keep my eyes on the tables. When did you last see him? It's been days, I think. Anything else you can remember about him? Yeah, he has a safety deposit box. A deposit box?
Ah.
A lot of valuables change hands here. Some people like to have somewhere safe to keep them. But you say Reagan didn't gamble much. Well, I don't know why he has a box. I just know that he has one.
What's he doing? Why did he walk around like that?
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before? I'm just a croupier.
Alright,
Time
how
to-
about the other guy?
Hello again.
Looter.
3 nights ago, did you
That means nothing.
I didn't see the carriage.
ever seen a dwarf called Reagan around the casino?
Sure. Well, I've never spoken to him though.
What does he play?
Truncheon, roulette, onion, craps. He plays them all a little. He always seems to win, but he never pushes his luck. He wins, and then he stops. That's his way. I wish I had his luck. I'd make much better use of it.
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before?
I'm afraid I can't really, help you with that.
Alright.
Maybe I'll see.
Crashed again. It's really crash happy today. I don't know why. Is my computer overheating? I think the rain effect is something the computer doesn't like. I guess I should go ask. I don't know if we didn't get a new clue, so maybe it doesn't matter, but at least like the
Business waking.
safety deposit box thingy.
Do you recognize the dwarf? Hello.
He also new.
Ever seen a dwarf?
Yeah, I don't think the other options
Maybe
really matter that much. Casino 2, Reckoning, I don't know. The Temple of Small Gods.
I need your help.
They'll...
3 nights ago, did you see him?
Nah.
No? I thought you knew everything.
Bah. He wasn't killed. He's been smuggled out of Ankh-Morpork by a team of crack Ephebian ontological guerrillas.
Huh.
Do you know a dwarf named Reagan?
Ah, yes. He's a member of the Shin Kicker Triad. A minor player, though.
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before?
Bah.
Alright, didn't really help.
I'll have the...
How about Mooncalf? Maybe he knows something about Reagan. Are you kidding me? Crashed again. Oh, lordy. It's one of these nights. I still want to talk to Mooncalf.
have some more. Ask them.
At least the game loads quickly.
3 nights ago, Reagan left the wharf in Ankh, heading did you. My time belongs to the god. Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph? I do not. Have you seen? I prefer to.
Alright, more spiritual matters. I don't think Malaclip's his information is very useful.
Well? 3 nights ago, did you?
Boy,
No, nothing.
wasn't find Therma.
Do you recognize that Malachite was as talkative? Have you Malachite? He was.
Alright. Is there anything? I feel like, maybe at some point there's something hanging from this, I don't know, scaffolding thing that we have to loot or something. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. Nothing here yet. How about Cafe Ankh? Let's go to Samael first.
Samael, Mr. 3 nights ago, Reagan. Did you see him? I wouldn't know.
Of course you don't know nothing.
Do you recognize the? Sorry, Mr.
He really knows very
Have you
little.
seen this fabric anywhere? Sorry, Mr.
Fine. Then let's go talk to
Thanks.
Ilsa and you two conquerors. Maybe they know Reagan. Oh no, yeah, maybe I should go back to the ship
I'm back. How's 2 conquerors?
to show the
A little
cloth.
better, I think.
3 nights. Did you?
Sorry, Luke. We don't.
Do you recognize?
Sorry, but
I guess she doesn't
Have
know
you-
the fabric.
I don't.
Yeah, I think we have to go back to the ship because the guy said he needed something to jog his memory. What? The ship is gone. Ooh, but there's a rope.
If I pride myself on anything, it's that I don't steal without a good reason. Well, I don't steal rope without a good reason. If I well,
Ah, okay. Then can we put the grappling iron on it?
some people will steal anything, and that includes me, it seems.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. The ship is gone. We can't talk to the guy. I presume he's already far away. Rope. So let's go to the bridge. There's other places where I could use rope too, potentially, but this is the first one I thought of.
I suppose I could have attached the grapple to the railings and rappelled down to the River Ankh, but that was a dangerous way of searching the river. I had a feeling there was a better way to use the grapple to search the river.
Ah, okay. So throw it into the river, but then the grapple might get stuck.
There was something down there. I was sure of it. But I wasn't strong enough to pull it up.
Okay, I guess we have to talk to Malachite about that. He's the strongest guy I know. Wait, that's not where Malachite is though. Dum-dum. Me, I'm the dum-dum here.
Well? Listen carefully, Malachite. I've been patient with you, and you owe me a favor. I need you to use the grapple to pull something out of the River Ankh. I don't know for sure what it is, but it's big. Too big for me to lift. But you could do it, and I figure you owe me one.
Find Therma!
All right, you big dumb troll. I'll carry on looking for Therma if you help me get this thing out of the river. Do we have a deal?
I pull thing. You find Therma.
Yes? You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Or something. Whatever you want scratched, within reason.
Don't want scratching. Find Therma.
Okay. You pull thing, I find Therma. Got it?
Need grapple.
That may be the first intelligent thing you've said to me. Ready now?
You lead.
With pleasure.
Right.
I hadn't been able to move whatever it was in the river. Malachite pulled it up onto the bridge like it was made of paper.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna say like,
I wasn't surprised to learn
is the
it
rope
was
gonna
Reagan's
hold?
carriage,
But if it's a
but it
mooring
still
line
wasn't clear
for a
how
ship,
it ended up going off the bridge.
so I guess, except you know this is Ankh-Morpork. A box.
Amidst the wreckage, I found a small ornamental box.
What's going on with
But
the
before
text?
I could examine it in detail, Malachite took an interest. I didn't want to give it to him, but he looked like he'd rupture a fault line if I didn't. He kept insisting that the box proved that Therma was alive.
What's going
Or at
on with
least
the
that's my best
text?
interpretation of what he was trying to say. With his usual annoying habit, Malachite just walked off, taking the box with him. That left me to get back to my usual habit of not really knowing what was going on.
Is this game supposed to give you dyslexia? Oh, okay, it's not the only thing.
The carcass of Reagan's carriage.
All right, let's reload. Let's see if that fixes it, because it wasn't simply that one conversation. But it didn't save it. Am I crazy? Did I? Fine. Let's go do that stuff again. No, not this one.
There was something down.
Find Therma.
Well,
I have to talk to him.
always a...
Ah!
Well? Listen carefully. Ready now. I hadn't been able to move whatever... Amidst the wreckage, I found a small ornament with his use...
Okay. No. No dyslexia. Game saved. I guess I can, you know, if I remember, I can go back, just check the, you know, video, whether I actually saved the first dyslexia save or not. Or whether I screwed it up, or maybe it's the... Oh,
There was
Reagan.
no doubt that it was Reagan, and there was no doubt that he was dead. The poor sap must have suffocated in the Ankh. I searched Reagan's body, but all I found was a pair of tiny bite marks on his ankle. Either he'd been bitten by a snake, or a very small vampire.
Interesting.
The carcass of Reagan's carriage lay on the bridge like a beached whale. I searched it, but I'd already found everything of interest. The remains of a crate was all that was left.
Right. So that's all. Okay. And maybe we should go see the Count. Tell him the good news. We found Reagan. He should be so happy. Right.
I see, sir.
Sir, who is the Count receiving guests?
No.
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
No, we don't have questions.
Yes, good questions. Go on.
We have a statement.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
It's Regin, isn't it? He's dead.
I'm afraid so. I found his carriage near the Mordland Bridge. It must have lost control and skidded into the river. Reagan must have drowned or suffocated. It's hard to say with a river like the Ankh.
Very well. Of course. I will pay you for your time. If you should hear anything else in connection with this case, please let me know. Otherwise, consider the case closed.
There is one thing. I think Reagan may have been involved with a troll singer named Therma. I'm not really sure about the details. I'm sort of investigating the Therma case at the moment. But since I'm not getting paid for it, I may have to give it up.
Indeed. How would you feel if I were to pay you for the Therma case and you continued to investigate it?
I'd feel a little bit richer and a lot happier.
Very well. It's agreed.
Okay.
I decided I could.
So do we like Reagan's murder? We cannot mention the vampire bites or the snake bites separately. Okay, guess not.
I'll be back.
I look.
I wonder whether now we can find something. Yes.
I knew that someone had pushed the card under the door, and I knew what it meant. It meant that I should have fitted a letterbox.
Have arranged meeting with Therma on the rooftops at the junction of Sally Street and Phaedra Road. Come immediately.
Salis and Phaedra. There wasn't much around there. Nice and quiet.
Got a bad feeling about this. Rooftops above Salis and Phaedra.
I decided to go on alone to meet with Therma, but when I reached the rooftops, she wasn't there. As I waited, I started to think about the situation, and the more I did, the more I decided that I ought to go and get Malachite. Frankly, hooking him up with Therma was probably the only way to get him off my back. Maybe it'd help me get some answers out of Therma, too.
Okay. Is Malachite here? He is. We still have the grappling rope. We have. Okay. It's nice.
Well, I'm back. It's not been easy, but I've arranged a meeting with Therma.
Take me there. Take me to Therma.
In a moment. First, there's a couple of things we need to discuss.
Take me to Therma. Take me now.
Okay. Let's go. The rooftops above Salis and Phaedra were quiet. No one had a reason to be up here. I was looking forward to meeting the mysterious Therma, and I was hoping I might get some answers out of her. Unfortunately, the last thing I remembered was looking up at the moon. The
Dun,
next
dun.
thing I knew, I was being arrested by the Watch. They told me Malachite was as dead as two sides of bacon, and I was the prime suspect. His back had been chipped away like he'd said something particularly insulting to a disgruntled quarry workman, and they seemed to think my crowbar was the murder weapon. I had the opportunity and a possible murder weapon. All they were missing was motive. And anyone who had ever tried to get an intelligent comment out of the troll had a motive to kill him. It looked like I'd been stitched up as nicely as a fine genuine tapestry. They took me to Pseudopolis Yard to be interrogated. They had a salamander lamp shining in my eyes, so I couldn't see what was going on, but I could hear Nobby and a troll talking in the darkness. It was probably Detritus, the first troll to join the Watch. Detritus was the troll many people in Ankh-Morpork thought of when they heard the word troll, bringing back as it does vague memories of sudden concussion and extreme pain. Sometimes you'd hear two short planks being described as thick as detritus. Your ideal street cop, in fact.
So I'm a good cop.
No, I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop.
Then, why don't I get to prod him a bit with my fists?
Because we're supposed to get information out of him, and it's hard to understand people talking through a mouthful of loose teeth.
I can smash lightly, more like a gentle caress. Right?
Gentle caress.
No
Gently
punching.
caress.
I can kick using minimal acceptable force. Like Mr. Vimes says, lots of it.
No punching, no kicking. We just talk to him.
Talk?
Right, well, I'll talk. You shout.
All right, you done it. Own up now, we know it was you.
No, not yet.
Oh, all right.
I've just got to start the audiograph.
Right. All right, you done it now. You've got to sing like one of them flappy twittery things.
Wait! I've got to start the recording properly, otherwise it doesn't count. Right. Interviewing suspect Luton. Present, Corporal Nobbs and Sergeant Detritus.
Now?
Now.
All right, you done it. You might as well make it easy on yourself. Everyone know it was you.
This is my interrogation, is it?
Don't you change the subject, you miserable excuse for our horse's donkey.
Just tell us what happened, Luton.
Here are the facts. Fact. Mundy was killed. You found her at the murder scene.
I was unconscious.
How you knowing you was unconscious if you was unconscious, eh?
Good point.
Foiled you with logic. Now you listen to me good, and then we see who wears the long two-legged garments. Fact. Escaped thingy, Mount Malachite.
Thingy? You mean troll?
Nah, not escaped troll. Escaped,
Feline.
Escaped feline?
Yeah, he escaped from a holding cell.
Is it possible the word we're looking for here is felon?
That's the one.
What did he do?
Hey, we asked the questions, you miserable arugaraha. You know what arugaraha mean?
He knocked over the Van Uberwald mansion.
I never knocked over the von Uberwald mansion.
Now, that's what Malachite did.
So what does arugraha mean?
In the precise moment that dog droppings turn white.
I think you'd better get back to being the bad cop.
I am the good cop.
Now, I'm the good cop.
So that make me...
The bad cop.
So how come I not get to hit you then?
Yeah, good
Can't
point.
beat him up, Detritus. That'd be police brutality.
It only brutality if you leave marks. What show? Escaped thingy, Mount Malachite. Was killed. And you was found at the murder scene there too.
Once again, I was unconscious.
Oh, how convenient for you. 2 murders and 2 unconsciousnesses. What about the murder weapon, eh? What about the crowbar?
Tell us where you got the crowbar, and I'll give you a smoke.
One of your dog ends? No, thanks.
I'll get you coffee. Maybe some cherry cake. New suit. You get to choose the colour.
I think you're taking this good cop role too seriously.
Thank you. Now my turn. You want to fall down the steps to the cell without leaving your chair? It's fine by me.
I'm not guilty, and I refuse to feed your suspicions and paranoia by consenting to this charade.
I thought charades were a game, like chase my neighbor up the passage.
What?
No, you need a pack of cards for Chase My Neighbor Up the Passage.
Not where I come from.
We're trying to do you a favour. We could give you to the Lawyers Guild.
You don't want that, Luton. They'd eat you alive. You don't have anywhere near enough money to be innocent.
Haven't you got better things to do than harass me?
We harass you 'cause you is guilty. We knows you done it.
That's enough, detritus.
Sir,
You can go.
I did it right?
Let's say you were everything I expected. Now go and write up the report. Not in crayon this time, please.
I was thinking, can he write?
Busy for a few days.
He may be slow, but he's not an untrustworthy killer like you.
Why the personal interest in this case, Vimes? I'm sure you've got more important things to do now you're commander of the watch.
My reasons are my own.
You're not interested in my guilt or innocence. You're just out to nail me.
Frankly, Luton, I've got all the evidence of your guilt I need, and if I get my way, they'll lock you up and melt down the key for scrap iron. You're a bad cop, and I don't have any time for you.
If you're so convinced of my guilt, why the interrogation?
Nobby has this deranged idea that there might be some extenuating circumstances that we ought to find out about.
It'd make everything a lot easier if you'd confess, Luton. I'm sure you had a good reason to do what you did. Let us help you. Cigarette? Holiday for two in Quirm, sea-facing room, we pay the minibar bill?
I'm not guilty, and I'm not confessing to a crime I didn't commit.
Listen to me, Luton. We're conducting this interrogation because I believe in upholding the law.
There is no law in Ankh-Morpork.
True enough, but there's my law, and there's the patrician's law.
And there
Which
is
would
law.
you rather face?
What's the difference?
The Lord Veterinary considers it a happy state of affairs if the punishment can involve the actual perpetrator, but sees it as by no means essential. I consider it to be absolutely essential.
But you've already decided that I'm guilty.
That doesn't mean I've proved it.
And if I prove my innocence?
That's not going to happen.
Then what's the point of this farce?
Smoke?
No.
The thing is, Luton, we just want to find out what happened.
Do one decent thing in your life, Luton. Help us close this case.
Why should I?
So we can close this sorry little act and concentrate on the threat to the city.
The threat.
The counterweight killings.
Hmm.
Doesn't it make more sense that both Mundy and Malachite were killed by this so-called counterweight killer?
That's what you'd like us to believe, isn't it? You make the murders look like the counterweight killings and hope to get away with it.
That's it, isn't it? You're not interested in me. You want to catch the counterweight killer.
You're just a low-life killer, Luton. My job is to protect citizens from people like you.
What? You don't even like them much. You think they're all criminals.
Maybe. But murder leaves the place too messy.
Look, Luton, we don't think you're involved with the counterweight killings. But we have to know which ones are which if we're going to stop him from killing again. This is your chance to be a hero. To help us to catch a foreign assassin.
A hero? There's nothing I can do to save myself. Why should I care about the rest of the city?
I
You were
like
a
his
good man
attitude.
once, Luton. This could be your one shot at redemption.
I was never that good a shot.
You ought to know, Luton, that you're a suspect in the counterweight killings. That crowbar of yours was palace property, which means you had access to at least one of the murder sites.
You're getting desperate, aren't you?
We're wasting our time with you.
Will you explain to me why you're so confident that Mundy and Malachite weren't killed by whoever was responsible for the rest of the counterweight killings?
Everyone else has been sort of important. Mundy and the Troll were nobodies.
Quiet, Nobby.
You're crazy. You think you found a pattern and you're forcing everything else to fit it.
We're doing our job.
What about Reagan?
What about Reagan?
The dead dwarf? What about him?
Another murder in suspicious, almost ritualistic circumstances. He's a nobody, but it has all the hallmarks of a counterweight killing.
Are you confessing to the murder of Reagan?
No. I'm just saying that Mundy and Malachite aren't the only nobodies to get bumped off in mysterious circumstances.
There was nothing mysterious about Reagan's death.
People don't just drive carriages off a bridge for no reason.
He was driving recklessly across the city. It's probably just a suicide. Maybe he was just drunk.
What about the bite marks?
Bite marks?
There weren't any bite marks. I looked.
Reagan was murdered. I'm sure of it.
You've got bigger problems than that right now, Luton. I suggest you concentrate on them.
Surely you have other suspects for the murders I'm accused of, even if you don't think they're part of the counterweight killings.
Smoke? A set of the complete plays of Hwel the Dwarf bound in nearly real leather?
What?
No, I don't want a smoke. I want to know who the other suspects are.
At the moment, you're top of our list.
Although you are the bottom of our list, too.
I am the list, aren't I?
Sorry.
Don't apologize, Nobby. Listen, Luton. There are other suspects for the counterweight killings, and we're investigating those. But for Mundy and the Troll, you're the bottom line.
Horst?
What about Horst?
What does Horst have to do with anything?
He's been watching me. He's up to something.
He's always up to something. But he's not a murderer. Not by his own hand, anyway. He'd never be so careless as to carry out a murder himself. He's not that dumb.
What about Al-Khali?
Al-Khali?
One of Horst's cronies. I think he's been following me.
I guess I could interview him.
Why do I have a feeling that you won't?
Face it, Luton. You killed Mundy. You killed Malachite. And you tried to make it look like it was part of the counterweight killings.
Nothing I say is going to convince you of my innocence, is it?
It doesn't look that way.
All right. Yes, I was in Mundy's room when he was killed, but I was unconscious. And yes, I was on the rooftops when Malachite was killed. Again, I was unconscious. I don't know what happened, but somebody knocked me out, and whoever they are, they're the one you should be looking for.
Fine. If that's the way you want it, that's the way you'll get it. Give my regards to Lord Veterinary when your trial comes up. I doubt he'll be as patient with you as I have. The fact is, mister, that with you behind bars, the city will be a slightly better place.
They delivered me into the hands of the palace guards, who delivered me into the walls of a holding cell. I had a bad feeling about the way things were going. Mostly people who were sent to the patrician for trial got seen right away. Rumor had it that being put in a holding cell pending trial was like being filed away in a drawer marked forgotten. And not a very big drawer at that.
Okay, we are in jail. Jailbird. Why do people around us keep dying?
The wall to the cell had a nice dank feel to it. I expect it was Cell Wall of the Month in Home and Dungeon.
It's not even an oubliette.
I could find nothing out of the ordinary about the wall.
A loose stone? Let me see that.
The door to the cell was so stereotypical I half expected to look around and find a bearded old man manacled to the wall. I pounded on the door, but no one seemed to care.
Do we have anything? Nope, not even the money purse. Alright. Then we just, I guess, have to wait here like 5 years before we die of old age or something. I don't know why it's 5 years nowadays.
I pounded on the... I could find...
Can I use one of these on the wall? Like Fus radar. Hiding place. This is a good hiding
I
place.
should probably get used to staring. The wall to the cell had a nice... I expected... Perhaps I...
Need to be patient. What? So are they gonna come? Like, have to wait 5 minutes here and then somebody's gonna come? I don't see any other hotspots there. There's the rat. Oh!
Fast little fellow. He disappeared the moment I started moving.
So, the rat. Maybe I have to catch the rat. Or should I go stand here and don't move? Maybe the rat is gonna come then. Oh. Let's wait for the rat again. I don't know what we would do with the rat if we get it, but maybe, you know, this is Discworld. Weird stuff might happen. I don't know, like a key pops. Oh, there it is.
No matter what I did, I was beginning to lose patience with the little rodent.
But now it's not moving. It's just there. Right, is it supposed to be there? Is it? Yeah, like I guess I'm wondering if it's just a visual bug or is it if it's like if you're supposed to be doing something with the rat, like will it come back somehow? Let's see if we don't have anything. Maybe I should reload. But on this one, because the rat was stuck.
The wall to the... I could...
Let's look at these.
The door to the... I pound...
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to pound like 75 times. Okay, let's wait for the rat. Okay, there it is.
Fast little fellow. He...
Let's wait again. There's a chain here. Maybe we could climb it up or something. Okay. But the game doesn't recognize the chain as a chain, so it's not a chain. Chain is a chain is a chain, but only amongst
No
Ferengi.
matter what I did, that rat was too quick for me.
Is there like a loose stone? Oh, okay. Crack.
The rat had disappeared in a small crack in the wall. The question was, where had he gone? As I worked my fingers around the crack, it became clear that the crack was the side of a loose slab.
So there is a loose stone. Mister, there's a loose stone in the back wall. I might be able to escape. Yeah, I remember this place.
The other side of the wall was another cell, but nothing like the holding cell. This was full of sketches and models, tools and materials. It looked more like a workshop, and there was someone working in it.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thanks.
Are you sure? Or are they not drinking tea outside anymore?
Outside?
The city. I take it you're from the city. How is it? Same as ever, I suppose.
You're Leonard de Quirm.
Yes, I am.
I'd found Leonard de Quirm. The man was almost a legend. There was no disputing that Leonard was a technological genius. But this meant he was as dangerous to the precarious stability of Ankh-Morpork as a compulsive smoker in a firework factory. Rumor had it that the patrician had locked him in a nice airy cell for everyone's safety, because Leonard was the kind of guy who'd light any fuse for the innocent pleasure of seeing what kind of bang he could make. The only other thing I could recall was that although the guy was hot stuff at the nuts and bolts, he was definitely at the bottom of the class when it came to thinking up names. The patrician keeps you imprisoned here,
Sorry?
You're working for the patrician?
Not really. He calls from time to time and has a look at some of my sketches. Nice man. He keeps me abreast of events on the outside.
What's that you're working on?
This is my flapping wing flying device. I built a small prototype out of gutta percha strips, twisted tightly together, and it worked. Although not very well. Now I'm building a full-scale model.
Does it fly?
Not yet. But once I've solved the problem of the weight of the holding it together frame and the mechanical faults with the spinning blades radiating from the central hub, it should do. I was having trouble getting enough force to twist the blades together, but the troll the other week sorted that out for me.
Troll?
Yes. He was staying in your room before you.
Malachite?
He made this window for me so I could watch the bird. Always good for inspiration are the birds. Not that I don't have enough inspiration as it is. Damn things. Just once I'd like to wake up without finding my sheets covered in sketches of novel designs for apple peelers.
Did you give the troll some metal strips by any chance?
Yes. He made them into a metal hook with prongs, I believe. Not one of my designs.
His name was Malachite.
Was it? It's possible. I never was good with names.
Alright. It's the not Da Vinci.
Covered with wood, wire, paints, drawing materials, sketches, cartoons, and glue. The table was either the product of a highly deranged or a highly arranged mind. There was nothing useful to me on the table. Well, nothing useful that wasn't glued down or that I thought Leonard wouldn't notice missing. Leonard of Quim was a renowned genius with the usual problem that geniuses have with relating to other people. He was clearly one of those people who started to look old around 30. And he wasn't exactly bald. It was more like his head had just grown up through his hair. Hello again, Leonard.
Yes. Hello?
What are you doing?
I'm deeply immersed in a mechanical problem.
Can I help?
It's not likely.
I kept waiting for him to say something else, but he was lost in his work. The gaping hole had been created by Malachite to escape from the palace. Leonard liked to think of it as a window. At that moment, I thought I heard the sound of someone at the door to my cell. My heart leapt to my throat and narrowly missed my tonsils. I had to get back to my cell and fast.
Hello, Luton.
Nobby, what are you doing here?
I've come to let you go.
Does Vimes know you're here?
Yeah, he sent me.
What happened?
There's a witness to Malachite's murder. Saw the whole thing, although not very well. He couldn't identify the killer, but from the description we got from him, we can rule out you.
So, I'm off the hook?
More or less.
Vimes must be livid.
I've seen him happier, but he's still convinced you're involved in this somehow.
I dare say he has a point, actually. But I'm not a cold-blooded killer, whatever he may think. Who was the witness?
A gargoyle up on the roof of the clerk's office on Salis Street.
What did he see?
I'm not supposed to discuss that with you. Come on, let's get you out of here.
You won't get any arguments from me.
Right, here's your stuff.
Ooh, we got our stuff back.
Where's the crowbar?
We're keeping that as evidence.
Yeah, right. I'll see you around, Nobby. Thanks for coming to get me out. I appreciate it.
That's what friends are for, isn't it?
Friends are for getting you out of a holding cell?
Could be. I ain't got that many.
You won't get any argument from me. See you later. I had this feeling that I was caught in the middle of something big, but I still hadn't a clue what it was. All I could do was keep searching and hope that sooner or later I'd stumble upon the truth. Well, maybe not stumble, just very carefully put my foot on it and hope the other end didn't come up and hit me in the teeth.
Big ass. Okay. Let's see. Do we have like some new stuff to ask them? I guess we can ask about Reagan's murder.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
We don't know.
Is there anything else that might be interesting? Oh, of course, Malachite's murder. Well, he said he doesn't know about murders. I wonder if it was Sapphire who killed Malachite.
The palace walls were used. Looking closely, I could see the other side of the hole in the wall that I'd seen from inside Leonard's cell. What was escape?
Can we now use a hiding place on the wall?
Right under the patrician's nose. It was just crazy enough to work. But I'd have to be sure I could get up there first. The empty barrels at...
Okay. Do we have the grappling hook? We have.
It always looked much easier in the clickies.
We are back.
Hello again, Leonard.
Yes. Hello?
What do you do?
I'm a deep...
Can I? I kept...
Alright, but now we know we can get up there. Or here. So... No, well, yes, this... Me hiding place.
Right under the patrician's nose. It was just crazy enough to work. Right under it. The palace walls were... Looking closely, I...
So how... Do we have to go up there and use it? Or go talk?
It always looked much easier.
Talk to Ilsa and stuff, or use them.
Hello again.
Yes. Hello?
What do you do? Can I?
Okay, we can't ask him about that. This...
Useful though they are. The palace wall, looking close.
Okay, maybe we have to go talk to Ilsa. Oh, the crowbar is back.
I figured the golem wouldn't notice that the crowbar had gone missing. Not that I'm saying it didn't need it, just that I'd figured I'd get away with stealing it. I've done it. I've found somewhere to hide him.
Where?
Where no one would even think about looking. Somewhere that only the patrician and I know exists, I reckon.
The patrician and you? What if the patrician finds two conkers there?
Two conkers should be able to hide without too much difficulty. Besides, I have a feeling that if Lord Veterinary meets two conkers, he'll have a different take on this situation. He doesn't like to see useful people get killed. Besides, I am sure this is the only place in Ankh-Morpork that he'll be safe from Remora. Is it okay to move him?
He should be okay.
To be feeling much better in thankings. Sure he's not still delirious?
Sometimes I wonder.
Let's go. Hello again, Leonard.
Hello. I'm afraid I had to go back to the drawing tablet with the spinning blades radiating from central hub. It was too heavy. The device flew all right, but only in a downward trajectory.
That is looking like some kind of fluttering machinery.
Yes, I call it a flapping wing flying device, but it isn't working yet.
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
Are you to be considering the increasings of the wingtitude?
The span of the wings? I considered it, but the weight is still the problem.
What if you be using bombastic wood for the frame? It hadn't occurred to me that two conkers would have any practical skills, but I guess you didn't carry out complex excavations without learning a thing or two about engineering. I left him to get to know Leonard and hooked up with Ilsa. She had a deal to keep. With two conkers safely hidden away, Ilsa kept her word. She took me straight to the guild and signed me in as her personal guest.
Okay, let's save again. Indiana. Even the music. It's a rip-off of Indiana Jones.
The fireplace was home to a roaring fire, providing light and warmth. There was something distracting about it, but I couldn't work out what.
It's crazy that this game is abandonware. Like, it's good, you can still play it, it works, like, not that well all the time, but it's like... So it's not like an issue, it's not on GOG or something, but it's still sort of sad, because this is a great game.
You mustn't touch that.
Laredo.
It was only a small bookcase, but it might have something interesting on its shelves.
Don't touch that.
Okay. Oh,
I wasn't an expert, but I was pretty sure the hinged book was a switch of some kind.
You must...
Okay.
Laredo Kronk, the upwardly nubile tomb evacuator and the focus of the fantasies of 1,000 post-pubescent adolescents. I had to admit there was something about her.
I don't think that Pratchett himself put Laredo Kronk in his books. This character is probably invented after.
Excuse me, can you help me?
That depends on what you want.
I'm new here. I'm just trying to get a feel for the place.
Are you a member?
Not yet.
What's your name?
Luton.
Laredo Kronk. Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
The pleasure is all mine.
Of course it is. So you're a guest, are you?
Is that a bad thing?
Only in so much as 8 out of 10 guests who confessed a preference stole something before disappearing.
I'm not going to steal anything, trust me.
No, I think you're wrong. You are going to steal something, but don't worry about it. Almost everything the Guild of Archaeologists owns is stolen, and frankly, they should expect people to steal from them.
Do you steal from them?
Golly, no! I never steal from any building less than 1,000 years old, and with really exciting puzzles.
So, do we have to like find some other place, some old place that you would like to go steal stuff from?
I wasn't about to ask Laredo. Do you know a troll by the name of Horst?
Jasper Horst. Yes, I know him. Horst and I go way back, and I don't mean that in a good way.
How do you know Horst?
You could say that he and I are rivals. We have this uncanny habit of turning up in the same place at the same time, looking for the same archaic treasure.
You sound bitter.
Well, I always win, of course. But that doesn't mean I don't resent his interference.
Must keep your life interesting, though.
Perhaps. I could stand a little less excitement in my life, though.
Yes, we have to ask
Do you
everything.
know anything about Reagan's murder?
Sorry,
What do you know about the murder of Mount Malachite?
Sorry,
Can you think of any reason?
Sorry,
What do you know about the counterweight killing?
Sorry, I'm not interested in politics.
Different comment.
Do you know Ilsa and Two Conkers? I understand they're members of the guild.
Why, of course. I have a lot of respect for them. Of course. They do all that boring excavation work, which isn't really my thing. Still, someone has to do the boring stuff, I guess. Not everyone can lead an exciting, action-packed life like me.
Do you know a dwarf named Alkali?
Oh yes, one of Horst's cronies. Well, some of the time. We've sparred with each other a couple of times.
What do you make of him?
He's a treacherous, rat-like man, and you do well to stay away from the likes of him.
I couldn't have said it better myself. What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
They're no one I've had the pleasure of meeting.
And
Why, of course.
Alright, now, because that hitbox for the text is too big.
can you think of any reason?
Sorry,
Does Azil mean anything to you?
The mad Ascari of the Great Neph. Ah, yes. I think I raided his tomb a couple of years ago. Didn't get much, frankly, but what I have is down in the vaults.
The vaults?
Damn. Anyone would think I was trying to encourage you to break into the vaults beneath the guild, where centuries of priceless treasures have accumulated.
It's all protected by a hideously complex and brutal security system, isn't it?
Hey, you're pretty sharp for a guest. Yes, I designed it myself. You'll like the sawtoothed doors.
Mad Ascari of the Great Neph. Reagan's murder.
Do you
Sorry,
We asked about that. Yeah, we asked about these. Counterweight killings.
What can you tell me about a golden sword?
Huh, you'll have to be more specific than that. Golden swords aren't that uncommon, you know. I must have evacuated about 30 in my career, and that's not including the golden daggers, golden lances, and golden kebab skewers.
I'm sorry.
The ancients seemed to think that gold was the best material to build everything out of, and I mean everything. The ziggurats of Tizuma had golden cutlery, golden swimming pools, golden bed sheets, and golden chamber pots.
Really?
For
Well,
golden
not anymore,
showers.
because I stole it all. But for a while it was very impressive.
Have you heard of a gold-plated jewel with the words Unquam Paratus inscribed on it?
That's the jewel Two Conkers is looking for, isn't it?
Yes.
He seems to think it's here in Ankh-Morpork.
And you don't?
If there was a valuable antiquity protected by an intricate and ancient security system anywhere in Ankh-Morpork, I'm sure I would have already found it.
Do you know anything about the wine?
Sorry, I can't.
should.
Do you know anything about the crate?
Sorry,
I understand the Varberg crates were brought here.
Really? Whatever gave you that impression?
You've not heard of them?
If the Varberg crates were stored safely in the vaults beneath the guild, behind many intricate and cleverly designed traps and pitfalls, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
I get the impression that you really want me to try and break in.
What's the point in my sitting down and designing a security system if no one is going to try and overcome it?
Aren't you worried I might succeed?
No.
Do you know anything about the murder of the dwarf in this iconograph?
Then no one I've...
Does this mean anything to you?
I'd say it was either a Sortian or a Sortese coin. Not especially valuable.
What's the difference?
Between Sortian and Sortese, about 2,000 yards. Sort was a city, the site of the famous Sortian Wars. And Sorta is a village, the site of the famous Sortian Wars tourist trade. Where did you get it?
It's not important.
You stole it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, come on, I can see it in your eyes. Don't worry, I'm proud of you. The disc needs more tomb evacuators. We're really not that common. And there seems to be a never-ending supply of tombs, catacombs, pyramids, ziggurats, burial chambers, wrecks, caves, lost cities, temples, mines, crypts, mazes, barrows, castles, forts, vaults, swamps, chasms, labyrinths, mountains,
I want that list
tunnels, and
for like a
dungeons to
role-playing aid or
Tunnels and
something.
dungeons.
For game
and
masters.
trolls and dragons. You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
I really did.
And we didn't do this
So,
yet.
what do you do for a living?
I'm a tomb evacuator.
And what does that involve?
It's a lot of fun. It means breaking into ancient buildings within which no man or woman has walked for thousands of years, apart from whoever it is who leaves all those medical kits, of course, and working my way through fiendish traps and puzzles, and eventually stealing some priceless treasure.
And do you sell the treasure?
Goodness, no! I'm far too well-bred for that. I bring it here, and have to watch as they slam it into a vault that nobody will look in.
A vault?
Forget I said that. Suffice it to say, the Guild of Archaeologists has a priceless collection of artifacts, but no one gets to see them.
Isn't that a waste?
Well, nobody said archaeology was rewarding.
Why do you do it then?
For the excitement, silly, and the fame. Everyone has heard of Laredo Kronk.
I hadn't.
Well, most people have. I was on the front cover of Archaeologists Monthly twice last year.
I don't read it.
Those long words can be so tiresome, can't they?
So, what does a tomb evacuator do?
Nothing special. I break into places where priceless antiquities have been locked away for centuries, overcome the elaborate and convoluted security systems, defeat my rivals, and make away with the treasure. Typical day's work, really.
So, you must be pretty rich then.
Oh, I've got absolutely pots of money. Anyway, the whole thing with the tombs and so on is just a hobby. And of course, it's great for making friends.
What? Among fiendish tomb-guarding monsters?
No, I kill all those. I meant people are always asking me things like, how do you get to the third ledge in the tomb of Tex-Mex cuisine? What's the walkthrough?
Tex-Mex cuisine.
People are always asking me for one. I hope it's nothing to do with sex.
My mind just boggled. Sorry. Broken into anywhere interesting, have you?
Well, I knocked over the Grand Temple of Offler several times. Such sillies. Every time they get the Tear of Offler back, I take it. It's getting a bit boring recently. Then there's the Catacombs of Genua and the Temple of Anu Anu at Al-Khali. I don't know, it's all a little routine. I'd like to do something new for a change.
Anu at Al-Khali,
I'd
so
love to, but the public seems
is
to
the
want
dwarf related to Mooncalf's cult somehow if he uses that name?
You mentioned vaults.
I told you to forget I mentioned that.
I take it all the treasure that people find is kept in vaults under the guild.
I shouldn't discuss that with you since you're only a guest.
Worried I'm going to steal something?
Worried? No. I'm certain you're going to steal something. I just don't care.
Why not?
I'm very philosophical about this sort of thing. It's like I said, everything in the guild is stolen. It seems only fitting that someone else should get to steal it back, assuming they can overcome the traps, of course.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Save. Kronk. So we have to get rid of her so we can get to the vault.
Honestly, you're like a little child. Leave it alone. Keep your grubby little hands away from that. Honestly, you're like a... Leave that alone.
Oh, wait. Oh, scrape marks. Yes.
There were some curious scrape marks around the fireplace that caught my attention.
You mustn't touch that.
Yeah. I wonder if we tell Horst about her, that she's in the city. Maybe he's gonna attack her and she's gonna go away. Did we crash? Yes, we crashed. It had been a while, but I'm very glad I was smart enough to save. Guess I should look at this.
There was some
You must...
Right.
Ah, Mr. Luton, it is always a pleasure to... I trust you have brought something with you that will be to my liking.
I haven't brought you the sword yet, if that's what you mean.
I'm a patient troll, sir, but there are limits to my patience.
So Carlotta's an associate. You still haven't...
Let's just...
Do you know...
Come, sir.
Yeah, I guess I don't have to ask about that crap. He's still in the list, so maybe it means something.
A woman named Laredo Crunk is in town. It seems to me that you might know her.
Laredo is here in Ankh-Morpork? Really? I thought that we had dealt with her in the temples of Tezuman. She is full of surprises, that one. Would you do me a favor, sir, as one friend to another?
Perhaps. It depends on the favor.
But of course, your prudence continues to speak well of you. I'd like for you to arrange a meeting with Laredo for me.
It seems as if I'd be doing you a favor. It seems as if I should be getting something in return.
Very well. Arrange this meeting for me, and we can discuss the sword in detail. Do we have an agreement?
Works for me. I'll go give her the news. I can't guarantee she'll turn up, though.
Oh, she'll come. We have much to discuss.
Alright. Does he know this guy?
Do you know anything about the murder of the dwarf in this iconograph?
I cannot say I have made their...
I'll be back.
And hopefully, I look forward to it.
So wait, what's the new location? Don't see any new location. I don't get it. Whatever, let's go talk to Laredo again.
I'm back.
Apparently so.
I've got a message for you from Horst.
Horst is in Ankh-Morpork.
Absolutely. He wants to meet with you to discuss certain matters arising.
Super.
I have to say that it's probably a trap.
Of course it's a trap. That's what makes it interesting. I'll see you later, Luton.
Best of luck.
You too.
Laredo made her way over to Horst's quarters and didn't look back. I had no idea what the two had to talk about, but I was sure it would lead to a new and exciting adventure, one even more complex and challenging than her last. For the time being, at least, Laredo was out of the way.
Okay. Crunk less.
I browsed aimlessly through the bookcase, and I noticed that one of the books was connected to the bookcase by a hinge. I heard a faint click, and the next thing I knew, the fireplace was revolving.
At least it's
I
not
won't
revolving.
bore you with the details of guild's security system. After all, if you've seen one intricate and fatal collection of pits and traps, you've pretty much seen them all. Suffice to say, it took a lot of trial and error, some scorched eyebrows, and more levers than I could count. Up on the wall of Vault 51 was a sign reading, "Unseen Securities, Magical Alarms, Wards, and Hexes." I guess a place like this needed the best security around.
The wizard in Saturnalia, I think.
I wasn't about to steal the security notice. There was a panel by the oak door with runes on it. I punched away at the runes randomly, but as far as I could tell, nothing happened. One of the vaults grabbed my attention more than the others, Vault 51. Whereas most of the vaults were open, this one was sealed behind a large oak door with the words "Nil Introitus" written on it. I once knew a man who had that tattooed on his buttocks.
Exit only. Oh. Whoops.
This wasn't turning out to be one of my better days.
We have to find the princess. Oh. Okay, let's go to the roofs. Yeah, that's the gargoyle.
They'd put a chalk outline where Malachite had fallen. It really drove home how big that troll was. I couldn't think of a good reason to erase the chalk outline other than the giddy thrill of vandalism. The gargoyle's name was Clark's Gable, and he had witnessed what had happened on the roof with me and Malachite. It was probably the first exciting thing to happen to him in decades. Are you the gargoyle that witnessed the troll's murder? Clark's Gable?
That's right.
I don't suppose you could talk a little more clearly.
Thing is, I have a gutter in my mouth.
Gotcha, mouse.
Have you ever tried to speak with a gutter in your mouth?
Have I ever tried to hick with a what?
A gutter.
It's not really...
gutter in your mouth.
It's not that difficult to understand, though.
With a gutter in my mouth?
Yes.
Sorry, I guess I haven't given much thought to the orally challenged.
That's okay. We're none of us perfect.
I heard you saw the murder that took place here the other night.
Sure did.
Mind if I ask you some questions about it?
Be my guest.
So you're a gargoyle, then?
What kind of a conversation opening do you call that, eh?
Don't you get bored being stuck in the same place for so long?
You get used to it. Mating is a bit of a pain.
You must be incredibly patient.
Oh, I always have plenty of things to think about.
Such as?
Well, like, is it raining? Or doesn't that cloud look like a really big cloud?
Oh, the fun never stops when you're up on the rooftops.
You said it.
I like... The fun never stops when you're up on the rooftops. I like it. It should be... Is it some sort of... like travel agency slogan or something?
How do gargoyles mate?
Very slowly.
You can move, though.
Course. How do you think I got here in the first place,
Then why don't you?
Look, I don't criticise you for running about like your brain would stop if your body stopped moving. So don't criticise me and my lifestyle, eh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cause any offense.
That's okay. We're none of us perfect.
I think that's a bit silly character.
As a long shot, I asked if Clark's Gable had seen Horst up on the roof. Not surprisingly, he hadn't. Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
Sorry, I can't help you with that.
I didn't want to... This was...
Yeah, I don't think it...
The jewel...
Yeah.
Do you know any...
Sorry.
Do you know any...
Sorry.
Do you...
Sorry.
Should ask this so, we don't find out 1 hour later, like, damn, I should have asked about the wine barrels.
You can see the Magdalen Bridge from here, can't you?
Sure.
I don't suppose you saw a carriage drive off the bridge the other night?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
What happened?
Let me see. I remember the carriage coming flying along the bridge. The driver was a dwarf, I think, and he went into convulsions just before the carriage went out of control. The next thing I know, there's someone coming out at the back of the carriage.
What did they look like?
My eyesight's not that good. All I know is that as the driver went limp, the other person cut the reins. The horse ran off, the carriage careened into the river, and this other person leapt clear.
That's all you saw?
That's about it,
Can you tell me what you saw the other night?
When the troll was killed,
Has anything else interesting happened recently?
Well, I got a pigeon yesterday. That's a rarity. Mostly they steer clear of the rooftops that are colonised by gargoyles.
Putting that to one side, what did you see the other night?
Well, I can only tell you what I told the watch. I saw you and the big troll come up the ladder, only once you were on the roof, it was hard to make out what was going on because of the shadows. But I saw the troll get savaged repeatedly by some kind of creature, some kind of beast.
A beast?
Yeah, that's the best description I can give you.
It's not much help, but thanks all the same.
What for?
For getting me out of jail.
No problem. Glad I could help. If you could toss the odd pigeon up here next time they're passing...
So does he
I'd
eat the
be
pigeons?
grateful, yeah.
Okay, we got a clue. Oh, bestial attacker.
Is there anything more you can tell me about this bestial attacker?
Nah, nothing springs to mind.
Can you think of any reason that...
Sorry.
Do you know anything...
Sorry.
Did I ask about the counterweight killings?
Out of curiosity, I checked with the gargoyle to see if Ilsa or two conkers had been up on the roof. It didn't seem like they had. I couldn't help but wonder if Al-Khali had been up on the rooftops, but the gargoyle didn't recognize his description. I gave Carlotta's description to Clark's Gable, but he didn't recognize it. Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Sorry.
Yes,
Do you know anything about the murder of the dwarf in this iconograph?
There's no one I know.
I guess he didn't see the dwarf's
I had
face.
a feeling that Mundy's coin...
Alright. Right.
Do you mind if...
Oh, no!
So yeah, there was one thing I wanted to try. Can I do it like this? Take this and this. Can I combine these clues?
On the wall of... I didn't know. They say that the universe is full of particles called inspirations. One of them hit me at that moment because I suddenly realized something that should have been obvious. On the wall, I didn't know. I'd realized that Mundy had been hung upside down before he was killed, and that the message that seemed to say Azil might actually read 3712V. But I didn't know what it meant.
So could it be the code for the vault? Guess I should say don't take risks. Gargoyle. Let's go to Saturnalia. So what's his name? Warb.
Can we talk or...
I want to talk.
Hello
Warb.
again.
Loot!
Does 3712V mean anything to you?
I'm afraid I can't really, help you with that.
What do you know about the murder of...
I'm afraid
Ever seen a...
Sure. Well, I've never
What is he...
We asked this already.
I've heard there's some kind of monster loose on the city. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Why? Why would you think that?
They
You've got
misspelled
contacts
loose.
in Unseen. I reckon they must know all about the demons and creatures loose in the city.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
again.
see.
Should be
No.
2 O's, it's
No,
1
I
O.
don't know anything about that.
That hurts me. I got this is from the last millennium already. They used to do that typo. I thought it's more internet thing. Okay, so maybe we can't ask him about the... Then maybe it's just a code.
Maybe I'll see...
Well, I guess I can ask this
Please
guy
don't wait.
about the bestial attacker. Together with Jasper Horst. Here.
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
I'm just a croupier. I don't know everything.
Nobby might know about it, of course.
A dwarf got killed on the Magdalen Bridge the other night. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, sorry.
What do you know about the murder?
I'm just...
Do you know...
I don't...
Does 3...
I'm just a...
Time to...
Oh. Okay. I knew, we knew there's deposit
I
boxes,
guess an
but I didn't
upmarket
know we can go.
establishment like Saturnalia needed safety deposit boxes. They certainly needed them more than I did. I couldn't open the boxes without a key. I guess an upmarket establishment like Saturnalia needed safety deposit boxes. They certainly... I couldn't...
Okay, so we have to find the key. So was it Reagan? Yeah, he said Reagan had a safety deposit box here. Of course, we don't know the number either. I don't want to stand in the rain because it caused the game to crash. So it's like, let's go
I need
somewhere.
your help again now.
I had an
Hello, I suppose.
idea. So what am I supposed to? Yes.
Does 3712V mean anything to you?
No.
Yeah, but the bestial attacker, of course. That's what we want to know about.
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
Give me a break, Luton. I don't know everything.
Did the gargoyle tell them about the beast?
Yeah.
Rodin's workshop. Now Malachite is dead. Rip. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. Just a bit boring and annoying. Is there like some purpose to this place? There's nobody here. Can I loot something? His favorite slate. Tablet, something. Maybe there's something here later. Like Rodin probably is gonna come back. And he's like the Grandmaster of the Illuminati or something. Of course, Malaclips might know something. Let's just go here. Let's try the code. No, security
I was
now.
so desperate to find out what Mundy's last message meant that I was actually trying. I didn't know what the runes meant. Otherwise, I could try punching in 3712V and see what happened. There was a panel by...
I'm pretty sure we need to get Dwarf's help on this, but how do we ask him about it? So I don't think it's a conversation piece. Horst quarters.
I guess Horst was busy with Laredo, because when I went to his quarters, there was no one there.
Alright, let's go to Malaclips.
I need your help again. What does 3712V mean to you?
It's the combination to the phantasmal vault of Capsicum. Even the lowliest neophyte of errata knows that.
Okay. Capsicum. You know, paprika. So weird. Like the weirdest British English word I've ever heard.
Why was Malachite killed then?
He knew too much.
Are we talking about the same Malachite? Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
Reagan was secretly a member of the Dwarfish Tongue.
Dwarfish.
He was rubbed out in a gangland skirmish between the Shin-Kicker Triad and the Neck Cleaver Elite.
Neck Cleaver. Okay, that sounds like fun.
I've heard that something bestial stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
You'll have to be more specific than that. Why, in the sewers alone there's the albino alligators, the ratkin, and the abominable night soil. And then there's some of the citizens.
Forget I asked.
I guess there's nothing new. You should ask Mooncalf about some of this stuff. He's, you know, at some point Mooncalf is gonna be relevant.
I'll have to...
I don't remember, you know, much, but I remember something.
I have some more. Ask them. I've heard that a bestial creature stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
Indeed. Oh, perhaps the apocalypse is already upon us.
The apocalypse?
The end of the world. The triumph of the ice giants. The tea time of the gods. The time when the creatures from the dungeon dimensions will break into the world again. Well, allegedly. The legends are as unreliable on this as they are on most things, hence the name. It's not too late to repent and join the ranks of the faithful.
I'll pass if it's all the same with you. I asked Mooncalf where he was when the murder took place, and he told me he was holding a sermon.
He's always holding a sermon.
I asked Mooncalf where he was when the murder... What do you know about a dwarf?
My time belongs...
Does three...
I prefer to...
Okay, I guess he's not very useful
Well,
yet. Where's the dwarf still a location? Like, will the Milka come back or something? Doctrine Parrot sees. Nope, she isn't here. But if we look at this,
The
mirror.
reflection of 3712V looked like VSITE. V-site? What
Vsauce?
the hell was that supposed to mean?
Vsauce. That's it. We know. Mastermind of everything. Do we have anything else we should, like, name or something that we should use on the thingy? I guess not. Mankin. Come on, yes, don't be so slow.
Come to persecute. A man's gotta have a... Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
Leave me alone, Luton. This is species harassment.
Yeah, I guess we should ask about the murders.
Nothing.
Come on. You know there's no point lying to me.
I heard you done it, all right? Happy now?
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
No. Don't even know who he is.
You're an elf and half-elf. Of course you wanna kill a dwarf.
Does 3712...
Leave me alone.
That's all.
Always.
I guess we can go to the office. It's been a while. Yeah, no. My feeling is that we don't need to go to the office anymore. That there won't be any more secret messages and stuff. And yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. I don't think Samael is gonna help, but let's ask him the questions.
Sorry, Mr. Sorry.
No.
Do you know anything? Sorry, Mr. Lu. What do you know about... Sorry, Mr.
About the bestial attacker. You know, you're a vampire, so you're sort of bestial yourself.
Do you know anything about some kind of beast stalking the streets?
Sorry, Mr. Luton. I don't know anything about that.
Thanks. No problem.
About Carlotta, can we go talk to her? I think she knows something.
I see, sir.
Sir, who? Do you know anything?
Sir has met.
Is Carlotta?
Alas, what a shame. Perhaps
Tell her.
why my loins.
Is the...
Yes.
I've got a few more questions.
Go.
Do you know anything about...
I'm sorry.
I guess you should tell him about Malachite's murder.
What do you know about the murder of Mount Malachite?
Mr. Luton.
Because he asked us to investigate this case.
Does 3-7...
I'm sorry.
I'll be back.
There's nothing there. We went here. Okay, I guess we can ask the guards a couple of questions.
I'm back.
Make...
Does 3...
I can't help you with...
No. Just turn the page. I think this was probably easier on PlayStation. I think there was just like 2 arrows somewhere you could click and not this, you know, trying to be immersive stuff.
What do you know about...
We don't...
Yeah, they don't know about
Do you-
murders. Okay, let's go ask about the Beast. It's Mr. Beast. He's killing people because he's...
Do you know
failed
anything
as a
about
YouTuber.
some kind of beast stalking the streets?
I can't help you with that.
We don't really have anything here. Nope. Alright. Alright.
See you... If you... Can we talk, or do I have to play that stupid game? Wait.
Did we ask him
Do you know
about the Beast?
I'm
I
just-
think we asked him already.
Time. Hello again. Luke. I've heard there's some kind of... You wouldn't know. Why?
Yeah, we asked this. Why can't we ask him about the security system?
Do you...
I don't...
Does...
I'm afraid...
Does the...
I'm afraid...
You're a
Yes.
regular in here.
Again...
So you...
I was once...
If you're so... I could... Ever seen a...
Sure. Well,
What is he...
he wins. We...
We don't have his key for, say, security box. We don't have any, like, because there's some runes on the panel. How can we figure out the runes?
Maybe I'll see you later.
I sort of feel like just checking a walkthrough because I think we like asked pretty much everybody. Let's see. Well, drunk. We are. What is this? We have to have Reagan's charm. Oh, what is that? Ah, okay, it's in the... We have to get the... So we have to get the key to the... How do we get the key then? Where do we get the key? Ah, here. Ah, okay. Alright, this... And his body is still that bridge. Okay, I wouldn't have figured this one out, like maybe in a million years. So we have to...
I couldn't help but notice that Reagan was bald.
Ah, okay, yeah, I didn't pay attention. So he's bald, but here he is not bald.
One thing had been bugging me since I'd found Reagan's body. In the iconograph that the Count had given me, Reagan was bald. Here, in the flesh, Reagan had a full head of hair.
I sort of
had
remember
to pull hard on his toupee to get it off.
this was
Reagan
difficult the
must have
first
glued it
time I
on to
played.
stop it from flying off as he drove the carriage. Underneath the toupee was a small key. I guess it must have been important, or he wouldn't have glued it to his head.
Yeah, we know what the key is for. Some whiskey. I think we have to show it to him first.
Can we talk, or is waking?
I guess I can look at the key.
Reagan had a small key under his toupee. It was basically glued onto his head, so I guess it was important to him. Now your pockets are a little fuller. Does this key mean anything to you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's a safety deposit key for the boxes here in Saturnalia.
Thanks. Time to...
Okay, so do we know the number, or are we just gonna try each box?
I figured a really good private investigator could do a lot of painstaking research and work out which box belonged to Reagan. But I figured, hey, the guy's a dwarf. So I just tried all the lockers on the
Makes
box.
sense.
It fitted into box 39 like a glove. Eventually. Inside was an envelope and a bracelet with carved wooden charms. The plot thickened, and you could already stand a spoon up in it.
Okay, so what do we get?
The envelope had come from Reagan's safety deposit box, and I had a feeling that it was important somehow. The thing was, it seemed to be empty. When I opened Reagan's envelope, I don't know what I was expecting. What I wasn't expecting was to find that the envelope was empty. There wasn't even anything written on the inside.
Guess it's like some disappearing ink trick.
I don't know why Reagan kept a charm bracelet in his safety deposit box, but I guess he wanted to keep it safe.
Okay, so that's a lucky charm, and Warp said he wanted Reagan's luck.
Can we talk?
Business. Wait.
Hello again. This mean anything to you?
What is it?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Some kind of charm bracelet, I assume. Is it like genuine?
What do you mean?
Is it lucky?
I don't know.
If it is, I might be interested in it.
This is an envelope that belonged to Reagan. Have you seen it before?
No, I don't think so.
You're not sure?
Sometimes it's like hard to be certain of like, well, anything.
I thought he'd just take it.
This mean anything to you?
What?
I
Some kind of...
Guess he didn't want it after all. Guess we have to go ask somebody about something else.
I see, sir.
Carlotta
Sir
here?
has- Who would...
Is Carlotta home?
Alas, no. What a perhaps.
Tell her.
Why, my... But Sir has barely had the chance to irreparably damage the furnishings.
It's annoying because we can't talk to Warp without first, or maybe we have to walk here.
Hello again.
It's sort of weird.
This mean... What? I would...
Like, can't we talk about Vault 51 to him? Do I have to go look at something in Vault 51? I think we're supposed to give him the charm, but why can't we? I'm missing the option. I'm supposed to let's
Maybe
go
I'll...
back to the vault and see if there's like something I'm supposed to.
Up on the wall of Vault 51 was a sign reading, Unseen Securities, Magical Alarms, Wards, and Hex. I guess a place like... I wasn't... There was... One of the vaults, whereas I once...
Why, what did we miss? Like, why can't we do that? Let's see. Can we just walk here? No. Yeah, we have to talk to Pearl, I think.
Can we talk?
Before we can talk
Hello,
to Warp, which is very weird.
I had a... This is... Have you seen...
No.
Your...
Some...
This mean anything to you?
What is it?
Let's see. Is there anything to do with the envelope? No? Oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh wait, am I supposed to use the... wait. I think I'm supposed to use it on Whirl. Okay, maybe that's it.
I think this charm bracelet belonged to Reagan.
Okay.
Do you recognize it?
Sure, he used to wear that on the few occasions that he gambled, and that wasn't very often.
And when he didn't use it, it went in his safety deposit box?
I guess so. He used to hang on to it like his life depended on it when he played.
This mean anything to you?
What is
I was...
some kind? Is it like?
What do you mean?
Is it? If it
Okay, so now we know it's lucky.
Hello again.
loot
You're a regular.
again?
So you... I thought...
Yeah.
Wait, am I actually supposed to sort the world then?
Or do I have to... Business... Do you own this? This envelope belonged to Reagan. Did you ever see him with it?
Sure, he carried it around the casino sometimes. I never knew what was in it though.
Did he show it to anyone?
I guess. I don't know who though.
I think this charm... Do you reckon...
Sure, he used to wear it, and that wasn't very...
And when he didn't use it, it went in his safety deposit box?
I guess so. He used to hang on to it like his life depended on it when he played.
I'm gonna check another walkthrough because I'm a bit confused. Okay, let's see. Walkthrough King. Is this any clearer? This is written like it's more for morons, so maybe it's better. Okay, somebody said we should show it to mallet clips, or the guide. Okay, let's go show it to mallet clips.
Does this charm bracelet mean anything to you?
Well, well, it's a Gluck thing carved out of serendipitous redwood from Uberwald, I guess.
What does it do?
It
Uberwald.
brings luck.
Good luck or bad luck?
Both. First, it brings good luck, little stacks of felicitous circumstances. But sooner or later, the wielder pays for any good luck with a massive dose of bad luck. A giant omelette of doom delivered by a mad god.
Great. A mad god's omelette. Do you want it?
Are you insane? Give it to someone who's desperate.
Okay, so now can we give it to War? Can we talk to him directly? He looks like a snowman.
Can we talk or do Time to... Hello again.
It's raining
I think
outside.
this charm
Okay.
bracelet is worth something to you.
Really?
The charms are carved from serendipitous redwood. It's a genuine luck bringer.
Where did you get it? And if it's so lucky, why do you want to give it to me?
It used to belong to Reagan, and I'm not going to give it to you, but I might trade it to you.
Reagan, the dwarf, yeah. I remember seeing him wear it at the tables. Do you think that was why he always won?
I'm no expert, but anything's possible.
You're right. I'm interested. What do you want for it?
What have you got?
I haven't got any money. Actually, I don't think I've got anything of any value to offer at all.
I guess we'll just have to think of something.
I don't want snoo from him. Well, we are quite of an asshole if we give it to him, because he might die soon too.
I have an idea of what you can trade me for the bracelet.
Go on.
You work for Unseen Securities, right?
Yeah?
Well, I need to get into Vault 51 under the Guild of Archaeologists, and you can help me.
No. That's a bad idea. I could get into serious trouble.
Face it, Warb, your life's a mess. You've got nothing to lose. But if this charm bracelet is as good as it seems, it could make a world of difference to you.
Whoa, if they traced a break-in back to me, my life wouldn't be worth living.
In the first place, no one is going to know I broke in. And in the second place, there's no reason they need to trace it back to you.
World
And
can
in the
hear
third,
everything.
Your life is already not worth living. What difference is this going to make?
Oh, maybe you're right. All right, I'll do it.
How do I switch off the security system for Vault 51?
I don't know what their watchword is, but all the unseen security systems have a back passage.
What's that?
It's a way to switch them off that only we know about.
What is it?
You'll have to find the rune panel.
What's it look like?
It's a small panel with runes marked on it. You touch the right runes in sequence to switch it off.
What's the sequence for the back passage?
Give me the bracelet first.
Here you are. Now, what's the sequence for the back passage?
Whatever the runes are on the panel, make an X, starting in the top left and finishing in the bottom left. That's the back passage.
A pleasure doing business with you, Warb.
You won't
Do
tell
you
anyone
understand?
about this, will you?
Don't worry, I'm feeling honorable today.
So what's the back passage?
I didn't want to Maybe I'll see.
Guild of Archaeologists. Back passage. Ah, that's why it's the nil intruitis or whatever.
One of the vaults grabbed my attention, whereas most of
Nil
the vaults were open. This one was,
introitus,
I once knew.
whatever. So are we supposed to use this?
Just as Warb had told me, I made an X on the control panel. I just hoped he was telling the truth.
Wait, are we still supposed to use the code? Pretty sure it's the Mad Ascari of the Great Neff. Azil.
I'd learned that.
No.
I didn't know what the runes meant otherwise.
So it's not okay, it's not for that.
Vault 51. I couldn't deny it. It made a big impression on me. Not quite as big an impression as some of the traps on the way would have done, but at least the impression it was making wasn't fatal. Vault 51 was filled with crates and displays of all shapes and sizes. I couldn't even begin to guess what treasures were lost in its cavernous interior. Perhaps even that pen I lost the other week. The crates were labeled with some kind of 4-digit reference number, and there did seem to be some sort of a pattern as to how they were organized.
Before we do that, I'm gonna look around a bit.
I didn't have time to search through all the crates. There were thousands of them.
Is there like anything else except crates and displays? Something specific? I guess not. Alright, fine. Where is Luton? Here.
I worked my way around the vault towards Exhibit 3712V.
Okay.
The glass cabinet contained urns from Zorta and was labeled 3711 to 3713V. It was one of the most boring things I've ever seen. The fat urn was clearly a very ancient piece of pottery. It looked very boring indeed. The tall urn was probably a priceless antiquity, but I really didn't care. The small urn was as boring as the other two urns. There wasn't much I could do. Great idea. Shame it won't work unless you're a play tester or you've hacked the game.
Okay.
There wasn't much.
Tools?
The troll's tooth scored through the cabinet's glass like an accountant through a rich man's wallet.
I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. I can see the urn, but
I
it's very
smashed
dark.
the tall urn into tiny pieces, and inside
Finally.
was the golden sword. Finally, this was it. The artifact that Carlotta, Horst, and who knows how many other people were looking for. Frankly, it was a bit of an anticlimax. I expected it to at least glow a little, or perhaps sing to itself quietly, or hum with the stolen souls of 1,000 men. But it just felt cold and hard in my hand, like any other sword.
Like my dick.
Suddenly it came over me that everything would go wrong. It sounds crazy, but it's true, so help me. I couldn't hear my footsteps. It was the walk of a dead man.
Stuff is gonna happen. Unless it crashes. Oh, okay. We get save. Sword. Age of Swords in the Age of Swording. Swords. Let's have a look at the sword, because maybe we... Oh, no. No, I just wanna, click on Luton. Is there like a button for inventory? So I don't have to find Luton.
The
Falchion.
golden sword had already caused me a lot of trouble. I had a feeling it was going to cause a lot more before long.
Sorties Falchion, it's a reference to the movie, the Humphrey Bogart movie, the Maltese Falchion.
Examining the sword, I noticed an indentation in the pommel. It looked as if something was supposed to fit there.
Ah. This thing?
The golden sword was fine.
Okay, then it's ice gem, of course. Gemstone.
When I made it out of the guild alive, I thought I was home free. But there was something wrong. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew I was in danger. I'm not a suspicious man, but I am a cautious man. I decided then and there to start running and not look back until my office door was safely locked behind me. But something else had plans for me not to make it that far.
Oh, what's that? I wonder. Is that our bestial attacker? Oh, there he is. Oops. I'm all upset.
I don't know when I first began to suspect that I wasn't dead. I guess it must have been when I realized I was thinking about whether or not I was dead. The anthropomorphic entity with the scythe hadn't turned up, so I figured I was either alive or undead. And it didn't take me long to work out which.
Oh. Is that a werewolf? Ooh. Don't say.
I wandered through the streets in a daze, not really knowing what was going on. At first, I couldn't make out any colors. Then gradually the city came alive with vast clouds of pigmentation. Against it all, there was an ever-present mist of bright green, cloying and unpleasant. There was a dissonance about it that I couldn't place, until I realized I was smelling the rank odor of the River Ankh. I was smelling the world in a way I wouldn't have thought possible. Every smell fascinated me. The resonant scents combined into a symphony. Every street was an opera, every lamppost an invitation. I don't know how long I wandered the streets. It's hard to tell which way is up when your world has been turned upside down. I ended up back where I started because I didn't know what else to do. Plus, my coat was in the coffin, and Ankh-Morpork is a bad neighborhood to be caught naked in.
Okay, I was like, I don't have teeth too.
Woof, woof.
I haven't got anything to eat, if that's what you want.
Woof, woof, woof.
I haven't got any idea what's going on either.
Woof, bloody woof.
Hey,
That's pretty sharp. Most people don't catch on to that.
what did you say?
Woof, woof.
You can talk, can't you? I mean, really talk.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
How did you do that?
Well, I can sort of talk.
Nonsense. If there was a talking dog in Ankh-Morpork, I'd have heard about it.
Well, the thing is, most people don't seem to notice it.
Yeah, right. Like you wouldn't notice a talking dog.
Seems like people only see what they expect to see.
How philosophical of you.
I just calls them as I see them.
So how come I can tell you can talk?
I don't claim to understand it, I just do it.
Do you know what's happened to me?
I'm guessing you didn't know you were a werewolf till you woke up this morning.
I'm a werewolf. That explains what's happening to me. I thought somebody slipped
Not
something
enough
into my
werewolf
vomit
games out
fluid.
there
First
that aren't
order of
porn
business
games.
is to
Or
train
perverts.
you up then.
Hold it right there. I don't need your help.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Look at yourself. What's your name?
Luton. I'm a private investigator. Well, I was. Then I was dead. Then I was... well, a werewolf, I suppose. I guess I spoke too soon. Maybe I do need your help. What's your name?
Gaspode the Wonder Dog.
The Wonder Dog?
I think
Hey,
the
that's not my
Gaspode is
name.
funny.
I was named after the famous Gaspode.
Never heard of him.
Most people haven't. He belonged to an old man in Ark many years ago. When the old man died and was buried, Gaspode lay down on his grave and howled for a couple of weeks, growling at anyone who came near. Then he died.
And they called him the Wonder Dog because he was such a paragon of doggy faithfulness and loyalty.
Until they discovered that his tail had been trapped under the stone, yeah.
How do you think I became a werewolf?
Well, presumably you got bit by a werewolf.
Who would have
Bitten.
that be?
Lesson 1. Don't correct me grammar. All right?
Sorry.
Okay. Well, once I've trained you, I suggest that the first thing you do is try and work out how you got infected.
Infected?
With lycanthropy. It's the blood disease that werewolves have. Now, since you don't have any cubhood memories of romping with your pack, I reckon it's a safe bet that you got infected somehow.
So someone I know is a werewolf.
Give the wolf a cigar.
So can I change between being a wolf and a man at will?
Sort of. There's a certain way the change works.
The change?
There's 2 things you've got to learn about being a werewolf. The nose and the change.
The nose?
Yeah, the nose. Werewolves have a unique perception of the world, a sort of a different point of smell.
I've noticed that. I can see scents as colors, and they have a certain feel about them, too.
Those colours are unique. Each smell has its own signature colour. So you can tell whether or not someone has been somewhere by whether or not you can see their scent there.
Even as a man?
No, only when you're a wolf.
And how do I switch between forms?
That's what the change is all about. It's a skill you've got to learn how to do. Now, you've already used it to turn into a wolf. Soon, you'll be able to change whenever you wanna.
How did I change this time if I didn't know how?
That's the other thing about the change. You have to change at the full moon. I guess that's what brought this on in the first place. Other times, it's voluntary.
So can I change now?
Give it a try.
At first I didn't know what to do, but Gaspode talked me through it.
Oh.
And when I could see the world in all its psychedelic glory, Gaspode started teaching me about the nose.
You look around. Tell me what you see as a wolf.
There's a lot of colors.
Phew. I can see how you became a private investigator. You get a lot more information about scents with your werewolf senses. You can see them as colours.
I can see a mist of bright green surrounding everything. And there's something that looks like a long stream of purplish red cloud with some tiny fluorescent greenish yellow purple specks in it. Also, there's a ground fog of some kind of unpleasant blue.
Well, the bright green is the stench of the River Ark. No mistake in that. That long stream of cloud sounds like the scent of someone having gone through the cemetery recently. Does it smell like a privy carpet?
No, it smells like Carlotta, but with less treble.
Well, it wasn't me then. I guess I'm the ground fog of unpleasant blue.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was, but it was someone.
I can't see my own scent.
Well, that's normal. You're so used to being around it that it's invisible to you. And that's handy for me, what with my stench and all.
So I can follow the purplish scent to find this person.
If you want, and assuming you don't lose the trail, other smells eventually drown scents out, especially out on the streets.
What about the coruscating dots?
What's it like?
It's like flashing green, yellow, purple.
Is it like mature mould with an earthy echo?
No.
It's not you then? Dunno what it is. See where else you find it and you might be able to work out what it is.
According to Gaspode, I could learn a lot from comparing different scents. I figured that could come in handy in my line of work. Assuming I could change back to being human, that is. I gave it my best shot.
Nicely done.
I learned from a master.
Right, that's about it. Apart from the full moon, you can be whatever you want to be. But as of the full moon, you're sniffing lampposts with the rest of us.
Act 3. We are Batman werewolf. What? Alright, but I'm gonna end the stream here though. Things become even more interesting. But alas, that will have to happen next time. But yeah, like we can turn into a werewolf and, like, you know, find people's scents and use it to investigate even better. But I'm Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching and bye bye.